out, cause I'm here now and I'm staying. Claws out, this the fight that I've been craving. I know there's something inside of me, but it's been masked by fear and anxiety. But no more, I'ma break out of the chains. Let's defiantly. Go! I'm waking up, this ain't enough. All of my dreams were starting to rust, but I believe that I can adjust. Positive thoughts, I'm starting to trust. Nothing's deserved unless you work. Something of worth requires an urge. I have been hurt by those at their worst, but that gave me will, some power, a surge.
And they know that I won't surrender, so they fear me as a contender. When I fight, they always remember, yeah. I will be known, I won't let go. I will not stop, I will be great. I will be known, I won't let go. I will not stop, I will be great. We came here to conquer, like we're monsters. We can last much longer, we do this for honor. We came here to conquer, like we're monsters. And we can last much longer. I am a hunter, I've been filled with demons and hunger. I am the thunder, I command the masses in numbers. Look at the fear in their eyes, this is what happens when you are surprised. It's time to meet your demise, just call me Zeus and look to the sky. Everything's amplified, no they cannot deny. I will be rectified, if you dissect me, find scars that you left behind. Injuries that define me to my core, they'll hear me roar like never before. The pain I absorbed is feeding my core. I'm hard to ignore, I'll beat down your door. If you wanted war, well then you got war.
Alright, everyone, welcome to episode 9 of the Around the Valley podcast. And Randy said he'll be 5 minutes late. He should be on here any minute now. But for now, we got my other co-host, YTC. Say what's up.
You.
YTC. And we have a special guest, Chicago Sports Talk Michael. What's up?
What is up, everyone? This is the Chicago Sports Talk Michael on TRL's channel. I already posted shared this post on my community tab.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yep. So I feel like all of us have something to say about our teams, so we'll just get straight into NFL, but we'll go through all the games on my screen. So I don't know if you guys saw the Thursday night game, but Buffalo, at first it looked like they were, in trouble a little bit. They pulled out the win 24-18. So what are your guys' thoughts on this game?
Once again, Buffalo's one of the biggest frauds I've seen so far. They should have lost twice. They should have lost twice by now already. Should have been against us, and they should have lost this game. It was not our fault. It was not their fault. Chris Godwin didn't know where the footing was on the Hail Mary. That was a wide open Hail Mary. If he turns around just a second behind, they probably would have won on the Hail Mary.
Missed the pass interference too on that call.
Yeah, too.
Yeah. Get to the comments. What's up, Daniel? D-backs winning. We'll get to that. Yep.
Yeah. Hey, listen, it's 2023, and we still don't know what a catch or a PI is. So,
what's up, Jonas? Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Jonas. What's going on now?
If that happens, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. All right. Anyway. All right. Eagles and Commanders. Washington was actually winning this game, and Philly came back. I think they were down by 7 at halftime. So, but they came back and they won it in a shootout. So, I don't know what's going on with the Eagles lately, but YTC, did you see this game or?
I saw the highlights. Yeah. No, I saw the highlights, but after what I saw, the Eagles defense, this is the second time they made Sam Howell look like a top 10 quarterback. If you go look at the numbers in both games, they've had this man looking like he was the next franchise savior for Washington. I mean.
Yeah.
The Eagles defense clearly misses Jonathan Gannon from that point because they're getting in competitive one-score games with teams like Vikings. The only team they blew out convincingly was just, the Buccaneers. That's it. After that, they've been getting in a lot of one-score fiascos and they've been losing to teams like the Jets who have, good defenses compared to the other teams they played. I mean, Washington's defense, it's heavily overrated, even though they give credit on the media, but, it's not what they anticipate to be on the field. So, yeah, it goes to show you Philadelphia's defense isn't the same as before. And, their offense is probably going to have to carry throughout the whole season. And it's not going to get easier because they're playing the Cowboys this coming weekend. their schedule gets way harder from here on out.
Yep. Michael, you have anything on this game? I don't know if you.
Well, I did watch a little bit, a lot, and I have to say this. For people that are complaining about the brotherly push or whatever that's called, well, the Commanders just stopped it, so it can be stopped. So if any way y'all are complaining about the tuck push, it got stopped. Stop complaining that it needs to get banned because it happened to your team. It happens to my team, and I don't complain about it. I just let it happen and say, well, we got to draw up a different board and stop it better. Well, guess what? What I have to say about this game overall is that the Eagles are fraudulent because they have no business losing, not losing, being in the game with the Commanders. Now, granted, that I had the Commanders winning as an upset, and it looked promising, but the Eagles just found a way to win and granted away Chase Young or Montez Sweat. Get them away from the poverty Commanders. That's all I got to say.
About the tush push,
Yeah.
I mean, my team got stopped at the 1 yard line.
I mean, the tush push for me, it's low integrity.
Yeah, like my team got stopped the other day too from the 1 yard line. So I mean, it can be stopped.
We've run the tush push before. Yeah, it doesn't work for everyone. Yeah, it can be stopped, but still, at the same time, it takes away the integrity of the football if you're running a single play throughout the whole course. I understand if it works, but they're going to definitely have discussions if they're going to ban it or not in the offseason. I'll be able to look for that.
What's up, Gavin? How you doing? We'll get to baseball in a bit. All right.
Fuck Gavin.
Hold on, let me see. Okay. All right, so Saints and Colts. The Saints go to 4-4. They beat the Colts, and it was a pretty close game until a little bit later. But the Saints pulled it out, 38-27. Who was Gardner Minshew, right? Anthony Richardson's out for the year. So, yeah, it was him playing. I didn't see this game. I didn't see the highlights. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I picked the Saints, and they won. So I don't know if you guys have anything to say on this game.
I picked the Colts. But
oh, yeah, I did pick the Colts. I did not expect them to fold to Derek Carr like this. Their defense isn't the same as before.
What's up, Bobby? It's always a close game with Washington. Yeah, and they were both shootouts, I think, too, this year. So
yeah,
it was crazy. But yeah, I didn't see the Colts winning this game. I mean, but the Saints won, so I'll take it for my picks. But let's see. All right, this game, I didn't think I get the Steelers have a good defense. I didn't think they were going to hold Jacksonville to, I think it was 9 points until the fourth quarter. But Jacksonville won 20-10. They go to 6-2, and they've won 5 in a row. And the Steelers are 4-3. So, I mean, this game, I picked Jacksonville. I didn't think – Pittsburgh's offense continues to struggle. I'm pretty sure Kenny Pickett got hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Mitch Trubisky came in.
Yeah, so and I think that was the only time they got a touchdown was when he was in the game. But you guys have on this game?
Kenny Pickett sucks.
Kenny Pickett's horrible.
And the fact that the Steelers find a way to win games and be above 500 or at least be 500 amazes me how they do it with Kenny Pickett or mid quarterback.
It's Mike Tomlin. That's just what he does.
Well, I'm surprised because he's doing it with mid trash quarterbacks.
Because keep in mind, these quarterbacks that come out aren't his draft picks. Bill Cowher, which was the one that drafted Big Ben, this is the first time he's had to go out and get his own quarterback ever since Big Ben. So this is all on him. And also Matt Canada, obviously, it's beaten like a broken dead drum. He's awful. We already know how awful he is. This and that. So yeah, they can't put up points. Their defense is eventually going to crack to Jacksonville. And give credit to Jacksonville. Their defense is looking much better than what we anticipated. And, Trevor Lawrence is doing his job, basically, and Etienne's been having a really stellar year.
Anyway, Randy is here. Hold on, in the private chat. He said give him a second. All right, but Randy is here, and when he comes on here, we'll let him give his opinion on the Eagles game. I know we kind of already spoke about that, but we'll let him give his share on what happened when he's here. But moving on, the Panthers get their first win of the year in an ugly fashion. They beat the Texans on a game-winning field goal, 15-13. Shout out to the Panthers, but also screw you at the same time because, one, you kind of made our pick from the Texans look a little bit better. But thanks to you fuckers, we have the worst record in football now. So fuck you guys. But Panthers get their first win. So Bryce Young versus C.J. Stroud. What are your guys' thoughts on this game?
Panthers should have lost this game. Fuck them.
I mean, either way, it's two poverty franchises going at it. Like I said, I mean, CEO even said it himself. It's two poverty franchises going at it. This could have been 50-50. And plus, the Panthers eventually had to win at some point. These were one of the teams they would have to win because the Texans are a rebuilding team that's very iffy in and out on certain games because they're under a new coach and a rookie quarterback. So this was probably bound to happen, even though I picked Houston. I mean, yeah, this could have won 50-50, but, it went to their favor in Carolina.
Yeah, I picked the Texans. I didn't think that this was the team that Carolina was going to get their first win against, but they in an ugly fashion they got it. I don't know how C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young played, but obviously both of their defenses did the job. So I mean, I guess that's how it is. But moving on, Dolphins and Patriots. Dolphins, I'm pretty sure they sweep the Patriots. They beat them 31-17. Patriots fall to 2-6. And Dolphins go to 6-2. I swear, Patriots are just. I don't know what's going on with them. But what do you guys got on this game?
No comment.
Patriots and what, Dolphins? Well, it's simple. Mac Jones is horrible. Once again, he keeps saying this. Mac Jones is practically another Jimmy G without the supporting cast around them. To be honest, it's practically in the same class as him and the Raiders right now currently. But yeah, like I said, defense they got, but obviously you can't do much when your offense is being a heavy liability and keeping your defense on the field 80% of the time, or even more than that. And the Dolphins practically have a track team on their offense, so it's hard to stop that.
Yep. Randy, you there?
Yep.
Yep.
What's up, Randy?
What's up, boys?
So you got anything on the Dolphins and Patriots?
Yeah, just another dominant showing by the Dolphins again. They picked their jockstrap up after last week, or they're whooping from the Eagles, and they march into Patriot land and take a dub.
All right, so we already spoke about it, but you weren't here. So your Eagles beat the Commanders 38-31, and they go to 7-1. So how'd your team do in this game?
Yeah, man, I'm kind of worried. We're still waiting on a couple MRI updates, whether or not Jalen Carter might have an ankle injury. So I'm waiting to hear about that. So it kind of scary there. But other than that, it just Bradbury looks like a shell less of himself from the All-Pro 22 season. So
it was better on the Giants.
But overall, I get game from the Commanders. We won last time by a field goal, this time by a touchdown. Obviously that last touchdown they got was in garbage time. I don't know fucking how or why Sam Howell looks like Tom Brady every time he plays us. But...
Yeah, every time, exactly. I said the same thing. I made this man twice on back to back look like an MVP quarterback.
Right? Yeah, it's like, and then he goes and gets beat by the fucking Bears the week after us. It's like, but yeah, we got the dub again. And go close game. Now we got to look forward to the Cowgirls this week. So it's a Cowboy hate week.
Hey, still remain the only team in this panel to beat the Cowboys, but hey, that's my Super Bowl right there. So I'll tell you that. All right. So where was I? All right. So Falcons and Titans. I swear when only thing I really heard about this game was DeAndre Hopkins finally had a good game. So
yeah, he had a hat trick game, 3 touchdowns. Yeah,
it was Will Levis. It was Will Levis. I'm pretty sure it was his first start. And they beat the Falcons 28-23. I don't know if Desmond Ridder got hurt or if he got benched, but I know Taylor Heineke came in the game.
Yeah, Taylor Heineke came in. He looked all right, and he looked better than Ridder. Ridder's been playing horrible. Obviously, they had to bench him at some point.
Yeah,
I think
benched.
I think they're going to grow with Heineke from here on out. So I wouldn't be shocked if Heineke still won. I mean, I think he's on the same level as Derek Carr when it comes to play in that division. I think that's practically how it goes, and it could probably be going to be between the Saints and the Falcons from what I've seen.
Yep. All right, Michael, you got anything on this game?
Nothing really, to be honest. I do got something to say about the next game.
Oh, the next game. Okay. That case will good. All right. So, wait, Michael, you said you watched this game, right?
Oh yeah, I watched this game, and I have some stuff to say about both teams. Even though the Vikings won, which did I think they would win? No, because I feel like the Packers defense would have eventually contained Kirk Cousins, but I was proven wrong. So let's get to the winners, the Vikings. Vikings, how is that Kirk Cousins experiment working out for you? The dude is done for the season. You should have never paid this man a big bargain of money. This is what you're doing right now, Vikings fans. You're settling Jared Hall right now as your starting quarterback. You're done. I hope you pay Kirk Cousins a big contract, and he continues to regress under your garbage ass franchise that chants skull, a chant that you didn't even create. As for Green Bay Packers, I've been told you that Jordan Love sucks. I've been told you. This dude had 2 fluke games against a shitty Bears defense and a terrible Falcons defense. You said he was the third. Looks like the Packers strike the 3rd time on a Hall of Fame quarterback. Well, look at you right now. And all I see on my Twitter timeline is excuses that he has a terrible wide receiving core. But when it was Justin Fields last year, you didn't give him the exact same excuse. You said he's supposed to elevate his team. Well, guess what, Packer fans? Why couldn't Jordan Love elevate the team to do better? You Packer fans deserve to go through quarterback hell for the next 200 years. You deserve to suffer just like us.
Oh, wow. And I thought I was outraged with Dwayne Haskins supporters for 2 games off of the Eagles and Giants. This is level right here.
Yo, Michael. You good, bro?
And I thought this was me towards Washington fans with Dwayne Haskins and Heineke, so I can't blame him.
That was a good one. Okay. Hey, if you guys don't know Michael, there you go. If you guys love rants, go sub up to him. Links in the description. But
anyway, that is a fact though. Jordan Love's overrated. I agree with Michael on that. Jordan Love is overrated now. From what I'm seeing, the team's got tape on him. Yeah, he looks horrible. He's inaccurate. All he does is he's practically another mobile quarterback that can, pass practically from what I've seen.
Check this out. The dude has absolutely sucked against the Raiders defense. He threw 3 interceptions. 3. Icing Tyson Higbee, who's a D2 quarterback, put up more passing yards and less interceptions and more touchdowns than Jordan Love against the same defense. And dude even choked against the Broncos. At least Justin Fields had a career day against the Broncos.
All right. But yeah, Kirk Cousins is done for the year, so that's all I heard about this game.
That's probably going to be the final game as of I don't think they're bringing them back.
Yeah, but Randy, you got anything on this game?
No, other than maybe a Casey Keenum or a Colt McCoy project 2.0 or something. I don't know, but their season's really done now.
Yeah.
About it. Hold on, let me get to the chat because I know they've been going crazy.
Casey Keenum's on the Texans. He's a 3rd quarterback. Maybe a trade tomorrow. Who knows?
Don't worry, Crazy Juice. I'll get into that trade when we get. Yeah, I'll get into that trade soon.
Oh, okay. So we'll get to Crazy Juice question a little bit. But what's up, Bryant? Yep, smash the like button.
What's up, Brian?
Bobby, been telling people that Jordan Love sucks. Yeah, I guess the first 2 weeks were just flukes. I guess D-back's gonna win. We'll get to them in a little bit. Michael, good guess on my show. That's all I got to say now.
Oh wow, Lewis! Look what Lewis said. The Packers are trolling Michael.
Oh man! All right. Well, speaking of division rivals, this is a beautiful score right here. I don't give a shit about how annoying the Cowboys are. It's always good when the lamb chop lovers in LA get their asses handed to them. So they got their asses 43-20 by the Cowboys, and they're 5-2, and the lamb chops are 3-5. So I did not see this game. I saw Stafford was dog shit though, and then eventually he got injured. Which, yeah, Lambs fans, I'm laughing at your ass for that because where was that same energy when you guys were laughing at Kyler Murray when he tore his ACL? So fuck all of you guys in LA. You guys are pieces of shit. You guys deserve every second of this. All right, and unlike you guys, we beat the Cowboys. So fuck you guys. But anyway, you guys have anything on this game?
Well, just another necrophilia gone down. I mean, the Rams are overrated and inconsistent, so we already knew this already.
You're done. You're washed. It's over.
McVay, you got figured out. You're done. You're washed. It's over.
Yep. Randy, you got anything on this game?
Fuck the Cowboys.
That too, yeah. That as well. Fuck them.
Being the Vikings are cooked, Eagles will take Daniil Hunter off their hands. We'll see. What's up, Todd? Rams fans still believe they have a chance. Of course they
I'll take the Neil Hunter any day. Cole next to Thibodeau.
Actually, you know what? We'll get to the NFL trade deadline in a little bit because I know it's been boring so far this season, but we'll get to it eventually. But I don't know if I want to say get ready for a rant or a civilized debate, but YTC, the Giants, the Jets in overtime, 13.
I'm gonna get it out now. Brian Dable. You realize you could have been 4-4 if you just ran the damn ball? You could have been 4-4. You should have ran it at the goal line, and you should have ran it on 4th and 1, and you would have been 4-4. And we would have had Jones back in time or Tyrod. I guarantee you, Tyrod came back in this game, or even if DJ played this game, we would have won this shit. We had to resort to our third stringer. And secondly, why is he a third stringer if we don't trust him to pass the ball? All we did was just run the ball 36 times, and you were running it the ball game, and you could have just handed it one more time. You could have cracked 40. You could have cracked 40, handed the ball to Saquon. It was 4th and 1. You could have milked the game right there. Why would he have to rely on a field goal? And I also found out that the kicker was hurt throughout the whole game. Why would Brian Dable play him if he knew he had knee problems? I was fucking confused after hearing this shit. But also, yeah, once again, and also, Dory, we're about to trade your ass, man. You're getting cooked on the final drives on those two that cost us. First, the PI on the overtime, and then that same play to Garrett Wilson that got him in field goal range. Illuminati confirming that end from there. But I will say that, yeah, we're easily 4-4 if we just run the damn ball off the one. Brian Carroll.
Brian Carroll.
Yeah, we're easily 4-4 if we run the damn ball at the 1 or run the ball on 4th and 1. Run the damn.
All right. Well,
that's all we need. And also, one more thing. Where's Kayvon's Defensive Player of the Year campaign? He has more sacks than Michael Parsons, the same amount of sacks as T.J. Watt, and also he has more sacks than Aiden Hutchinson, and also more sacks than Nick Bosa. Cough, cough. Where's that defensive player of the year candidate for my boy Kayvon?
Damn. Well, wait. So, was the touchdown by DeVito or Tyrod?
DeVito. Read option. It was a read option.
Damn. All right. Well, Michael, Randy, you guys have anything on this game?
No.
This game was boring for the most part. Too boring.
Yeah.
It went into overtime at 10 points. That's crazy. That was a defensive game right there.
Yeah, it was a game-tying field goal by the Jets. I saw that, and then I went into overtime, and I'm like, oh, maybe the Giants are going to pull this out. No. I'm like,
no, we can't just run the ball. They were running the whole game, 36 carries for 143. You could have just continued to run the ball. If you didn't trust DeVito, why would you put him out there? You should have hired a better third stringer if you didn't trust him to pass.
Carson Wentz is out there.
Oh, wow.
I would have taken Carson Wentz at that point. At least they'll trust him to push the ball instead of DeVito.
Right.
At least they'll trust him to push the ball.
All right. Well, moving on. The Seahawks.
That's a good pick. That's a good trade, though, I think, for the Giants.
Browns 24-20, and the Seahawks are 5-2. Browns are 4-3. How the fuck is this team first place in our division? Geno Smith is first place in our division. How is that even? Cleveland was winning at 1 point too. I thought they had this game, and they fucking blew it. So I didn't see this game, but I can't believe Seattle's first place in our division. I really can't believe it. But I mean, you guys have anything on this game? I don't even fuck the Seahawks.
Now, nothing really.
What,
But
the Seattle game?
I do
Yeah.
have
Well,
something to say
eventually
about
the Browns. I mean, the Browns are inconsistent eventually, and also it's hard to win Seattle in Seattle.
Yeah, Randy.
There's not really much to say other than what they picked up today to kind of help bolster their interior D. So
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a little bit. We'll get to that. What's up, Donnie? We just talked about the Giants, so you can leave your thoughts on that game if you want. But this was probably upset of the
What's up, Donnie?
Hold the Chiefs at 9 points, and Mahomes loses to the Broncos for the first time in his career, 24-9. So I know Mahomes was like sick heading into this game, but he tried to play through it. He threw 2 interceptions. I didn't see the game. I just saw the results and I saw the stats. Russell Wilson had a decent game. He didn't have the best, but he had a decent game. So Broncos are 3-5. Chiefs fall to 6-2. So do you guys have anything on this game?
Well, in the words of my good friend David McNiner, a blind squirrel eventually finds a nut. That's what happened.
Yeah.
It took them 8 years, but they found a nut. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how long it's been. I hate the.
all I gotta say is the Chiefs better make a move here at the deadline for some help because right now they lead the league in drops. So
drops. Oh wow.
Oh yeah, they better go trade for a wide receiver.
Like who?
Yeah, it's not easy when you have Kadarius Toney and fucking what you call Kadarius Toney and fucking Richie James
MVS?
dropping everything. Yeah, and also another guy that drops. Yeah. That Brady's making Darius Slayton look a prime MVP. I'll stop.
Streak over for that.
yes.
I don't know which one I want to save for last. Do I save the Niners game, Cardinals game, or the Bears game for last? Which one do I want to save for last? Because I know Michael's going to rant his ass off when we get to the Bears. But
yeah, that was a horrible outing, but we'll get to that.
We'll go with Bengals and 49ers. So the Bengals.
Yeah, what the hell happened?
Niners 31-17. They're above 500. And the Niners have lost 3 in a row, and they're at 5-3. And all I have to say about this game, Niners fans, I told you guys, when Christian McCaffrey does not go ape shit, you don't win football games. I've told you that so many times. It's like Derrick Henry with the Titans all over again. When McCaffrey does not go crazy, you guys do not win football games. I've said that over and over again. Your defense could do whatever the hell they want, but when McCaffrey does not set the tone on your offense, you guys do not move the ball. That's all I got to say. Anyways, YTC, you have anything on this
me?
game? Yeah.
Oh, for me, yeah. I mean, from what I saw from the last 3 games with Brock Purdy, it's practically another Jimmy G with fucking with wheels at that point because he had 57 rushing and he can maneuver the pocket better than Jimmy. I mean, but after that, he's no different than Jimmy when it comes to turning the ball over. Brock Purdy seems like the quarterback that he needs to be in the rhythm to, to do really good because if he has to throw from behind, Brock Purdy's not a guy that can play from behind. They have to be in a well-established rhythm. By that, I mean they have to set up the screen passes. They have to set up the run game. They have to be in a well-established rhythm and also put the game on their defense to, win out games from what I've seen. And speaking of their defense has been playing heavily on discipline. They're causing penalties. They're getting cooked easily on the secondary. That was the one fatal flaw coming into this year that would have been for the Niners was their secondary. Once again, they have a really good front seven, but they're having a good payroll. But their secondary has been really troubling. They were getting cooked, and they were missing a lot of assignments and horrible tackling, and it was very undisciplined. That's why, they kept giving up points to Cincinnati. Granted, they have a good offense, but they were dysfunctional from there, and at the first half of the year. So, but yeah, either way, yeah, they're not. Brock Purdy's not a guy that can play from behind. From what I've seen, he's another Jimmy G game manager with wheels practically from what I've seen, and with the same turnover lingering issues.
Yeah. All right. Let me get to the chat real quick. Chiefs fans blamed the loss on Mahomes having the flu. Wow. We're the reason why the Seagulls are first in our division. Our whole team went missing the past 3 weeks. Yep. Crazy Juice, you could give your thoughts on this game if you want to, because I know the Niners are your team. So Bobby brings up an interesting point. Purdy's the perfect example of a system quarterback. If everything isn't around him, he cannot.
Yeah, exactly. He's not a guy that can play from multiple possessions. If he's down like 10-2 scores, he's not that guy.
Yep. Lil Spongy, what's up? Eagles have traded Kentavious Street to the Falcons.
Defensive
Making
tackle,
moves.
yeah.
I think we're making room for something big here. I think they're going to make another splash for tomorrow.
Danielle Hunter, maybe?
Either that or a big
Probably.
linebacker, because Dean at times got beat quite bad, and the question is maybe bring a former Eagle like Jordan Hicks back. So he's a Viking too. So
Yeah, probably
Yep.
bring him back. Yeah.
Yeah, but Randy, you have anything on this Bengals and Niners game?
yeah, man, just shows that when Burrow's healthy, and he's given time, the guy's for real. I know a lot of people are out there saying, "Oh, he's trash." It's like, yeah, we'll try playing with the injury he's playing with the old line that he has, and then tell me how you feel after being hit 35 times. It's like, it's not nice. So that this game he was able to kind of pick and excuse me, he was able to dip and dunk and get his balls to his guys. And all I got to say about the fucking San Francisco 49er fans is like, where you at now, huh? Like, y'all just coming out of saying y'all number one. Y'all kept saying, oh, when we come into Philly, we can destroy. You came into Philly and we whooped that ass. So come at us with that same energy. 5-3, 7-1, eat it.
All right, Crazy says, all I'm gonna say is the whole team is to blame and the coaches as well. Yeah, Kyle Shanahan thinks he knows everything, but he really doesn't. But anyway, right, well, I forgot to ask Michael thoughts on the Bengals.
I've been told everybody Brock Purdy is a fraud, but I remember me and Jonah have had a conversation about it. Well, when we were talking about the Bears, when he says, "Oh, Brock Purdy still has to make those throws," I mean, yeah, but like I said, if Brock Purdy was on a team like the Cardinals or on a team that's worse than the 49ers, he looks just as bad as he does right now on the 49ers. So I've been saying Brock Purdy is a fraud. I've been saying that the whole season. Been saying that all along. So
yeah, well, if he were on my team, he wouldn't be as bad as Josh Dobbs. I'm about to get to that piece of shit here in a second. But this was a game I wanted to win so bad. I cannot stand the Ravens. I can't stand their fan base. I can't stand their quarterback or running back that they call quarterback. I cannot stand this fucking team. I wanted to beat them so bad. But
there's an individual you can't stand, and there's also Michael's cousin. I'll stop.
I went to this game in person. And you guys disappointed the living shit out of me. I gotta take a shot at Cardinal fans first. You guys always complain. You guys bitch and moan every single home game about you guys always complain about our stadium getting flooded by the other team's fan base, when you guys are literally a part of the damn problem. You guys don't show any support whatsoever to our team. When there's more Raven fans, a team that's on the other side of the damn country, flooding our damn stadium.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me? A team that...
First off, Arizona's a big state, to be honest. It's a way bigger state than Maryland. And
I swear, like, if I were to think of retirement homes for Maryland people, I would think Florida. I would think, I don't know, maybe, like, somewhere that's not even near the West Coast. But, like, their fan base flooded our stadium. Absolutely flooded our stadium. I was hearing, like, when our team got introduced, I was hearing a lot of boos, and they were loud.
Ouch.
It's like, you guys, I don't even want to, like, Cardinal fans are the worst. Like, you guys are hypocritical. You guys don't show any support whatsoever. I can defend myself. I go to 2 games a year. This year I'm going to 1 game.
I mean, I still go to games.
Yeah, I go to 2 games a year, so I could defend myself on that. But I mean, Jesus Christ. As far as the game goes, why are we throwing the ball on 3rd and 1 every single damn drive? It's 3rd and 1. Why are you throwing the ball? You can do a QB sneak with Josh Dobbs. You can hand the ball off to DeMercado or Keontae Ingram. I get it. We don't have James Conner, but we still have guys that can get the first down 1 yard away. Or hand it off to Rondale Moore or something like that. Do something. Don't try to force the damn ball downfield to Hollywood Brown. It's like, and another thing too, Michael Wilson, he's not getting enough targets. This guy leads our team in receiving yards, and he's a rookie. He's not getting, and he has Dobbs at quarterback. Can you imagine if he had Kyler Murray right now? Matter of
Mhm.
fact, can you imagine if this team had Kyler Murray right now? If we had Kyler Murray,
Mhm.
we would have murdered these pieces of shit if we had Kyler Murray. Based off of the way we played, the fact that was one of the worst Cardinal games I've ever seen this season, and we only lost by 7 points. If we had Kyler Murray, we would have beaten the living daylights out of this team. And my thing is, Josh Dobbs, you had a good first 4 weeks, but it's time to bench him. It's time to get him off of the field because this dude he threw 2 picks the other day against the Rams. He scored 9 points. Who did we play before that? Fuck, I forgot. The Seahawks. He scored 10 points. And here's a little mind-blowing stat line for you. We scored 17 points in the second half the last 3 games. The last 3 games in the second half, we've scored only 17 points. And all 17 points were in this game. Against the Seahawks, we scored 0 points in the second half. Against the fucking who was it? The Rams, we scored 0 points in the second half. So I don't know if that's a coaching issue. I don't know what kind of adjustment. Like Jonathan Gannon's obviously not making good enough adjustments, which is what Eagle fans warned me about. So I mean, in some way they are right, but I mean Lamar Jackson didn't do jack shit. He didn't even throw
Joshua Dobbs outplayed him, I heard.
Yeah, Dobbs outplayed. He didn't even throw 200 yards. He didn't even run for 50 yards. He didn't do anything. All it was the Ravens defense and the Ravens scoring points in garbage time. Or the Cardinals, excuse me. The Cardinals scoring in garbage time. That's all there was. And the Ravens had 14 points. They had 2 touchdowns off of turnovers. So if you take away 2 of those picks that Dobbs had, and both of them were pretty stupid, if you take away both of those picks, who knows? We probably win this game. So Baltimore fans, you can keep hyping your trash-ass team up. You can keep hyping up your fraudulent running back that you guys call a quarterback. You guys overpay Lamar, and you're going to choke in the first round, all right? So fuck all of you guys. Ravens fans, and the fans that came to that game too, they're so fucking weird, all right? So fuck Baltimore, fuck all you guys. I don't know if you guys saw this game, but that was my quick rant. Do you guys have any thoughts on this game?
Lamar is a bitch-made glorified running back.
Lamar is
overrated.
Go ahead.
I don't know if Raven fans hype up this dude. That's why I said he's the most overrated quarterback in the AFC. Preach to me otherwise.
Well, Lamar, yep, he's inconsistent. I mean, I've been doing that. I mean, you already know he'll be lucky to get out the first round. He only has 1 playoff win, so he'll be lucky to get out the first round. Till then, he's a first round exit. And I don't care about someone saying he's putting up his MVP numbers and this and that when it doesn't equate to winning.
Yep, Randy, you got anything?
No, man, you killed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to save the best for last. So before we get to the Bears, we're going to give a quick preview on the Raiders and Lions game. So Raiders are 3-4
wow.
traveling to Detroit, who are 5-2. What are your guys' thoughts on this upcoming game? This is going to be another Monday
lose fest on Monday night game. Yeah. Detroit's about to drop necrophilia all over them. I expect that. Aiden Hutchinson about to look like prime fucking about to look like a prime pass rush. You can whatever you name, and he's gonna fucking murder Jimmy Garoppolo's statue at quarterback or whoever they got back there. Their O-line's not that.
Actually, this might come as a surprise to all. I have the Raiders winning because I feel like the Ravens put a notice out in the NFL how you beat the Lions. Like I saw Lamar threw dots on that Lions defense. And I'm not saying Garoppolo is anywhere near the level of talent of Lamar. I think the Baltimore Ravens show the league how you beat the Lions. You throw all over them, and you do not stop.
Well, here's the thing, though. What's their O-line? And secondly, who's the play caller?
Is Jimmy G
You
playing?
really trust Josh McDaniel?
Yeah.
You expect statue Jimmy G coming off of multiple injuries throughout his career and also with a bad offensive line to do all that. And plus, the Raiders don't have a defense, so how are they going to keep up with Detroit's offense?
Well, I really think the Baltimore Ravens showed the league how you beat the Lions.
It's one thing to show a blueprint, but it's another to execute the blueprint.
Yeah. Plus, I mean,
it's all about execution, Michael. They can have the blueprint, but they don't have the thought and process of how to execute it.
Yeah, I don't think the Raiders have the corners or in the linebacker depth that.
Yeah, they don't have the defense to execute that blueprint. Yeah.
Yeah, but Randy, what are your thoughts on this game for Monday?
Sorry, Michael, but like YTC, I'm going Lions. I think this is where I think we might actually see a big Jahmyr Gibbs game. I think we'll finally get to see what he was drafted for so highly. Now that David Montgomery's out for a little bit, and Jameson Williams and what's his name? Why am I drawing the blank on what the Amon St. Brown. That's right. Yeah, those two boys are gonna have a field day. It's gonna be an interesting game, but I feel like Jimmy G's gonna see more of the ground than he's gonna see passing yards.
Yeah.
So, what are your guys' score predictions on this game?
Detroit 31, and the Raiders like 15, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Detroit 32, and I was gonna say the Raiders 17.
Yep.
24-21.
Okay. I got the Lions winning 30-17. So that's my prediction. Now, ready.
Michael, ready. He's about to go super sing.
It's Sunday night football. The Chargers, who were 2-4 heading into this game, I didn't think their record was that bad.
Got my Charger pack ready to live.
Damn. We're so they're 3-4 now. They beat the Bears 30-13, and the Bears fall to 2-6. And we'll start it off by Michael. Go right ahead. The floor is yours.
I got a couple people. I really got a couple people that I really need to get on. First and foremost, for all you Bears fans that preach to me, write me essays, write me novel paragraphs.
Ironically,
Agent is going to be illogically better than Justin Fields. It cannot happen with this stupid ass play caller that 1 week he looks like Andy Reid, and then the following week he turns into Matt Patricia. Luke Getsy, get him out of here. I've been told you that this is a far beyond the quarterback problem, and you blame Justin Fields. But before we get to y'all, I want to get to the players, obviously. Cody Whitehair, you are fucking awful. I cannot stand you. You get beat on so many occasions. Not only are you terrible as a left guard, you're terrible as a center. Justin Fields literally has to Odell Beckham catch it because you snapped the ball high. You're being center for God knows how long, and you can't snap the ball. I thought Sam Mustipher was bad, but at least Sam Mustipher can snap the ball correctly. Boy, you can't even snap the ball correctly. And when we switch you to left guard, you get beat. You're done. You're washed. Ryan Poles, I'll get to you next. But Velus Jones Jr., I hope you did not get the plane ride home, because when Bayesian actually threw a ball that was actually more, that was one of his good throws, what does Velus Jones Jr. do? He drops it. Wide ass open. No one was there. No one was there.
He even fell, but he slipped behind, by the way.
Dropped it. Oh my God, I could even catch that ball. And I'm not even an NFL receiver.
And I thought their sling was bad.
Like, bro.
I thought their sling was bad.
I want take the bus ride home for all I care. You suck. And also, Matt Eberflus, you are, and I never thought we could get a head coach that is worse than Nagy or worse than Mark Trestman, but you have 5 wins and 20 losses so far in your Bears career. The fact that you're still employed here is a joke, and this is on the ownership. And I would love to hear TRL, the Eagles fan next with, or Mr. YTC. I would love to hear how your owner is worse than the McCaskies, because the McCaskies think that, oh, we can still live in the past and play defense to win games. And even when we suck, we don't fire in season, because that's not the McCaskies way. And then at the end of the season, when we fire our head coach, guess what they allow? They allow Bill Polian to pick their next head coach, someone who has no business working for the Bears. They go to Bill Polian instead of going to the general manager. Guess what? This is karma for having firing Lovie Smith after a 10-6 record. You have the most talented quarterback in Chicago Bears history, and you failed to develop him by not getting him the correct head coach and the correct circumstances. All I have to say is to the fans that claim to be diehard Bears fans, that claim to have more knowledge than me, think every single year it's the quarterback. It's the quarterback. And you want to know why I'm not looking forward to having Caleb Williams or Drake Maye? Because Justin Fields was their most talented quarterback in Bears history that they ruined. They ruined the kid. We have a graveyard full of quarterbacks. We get haunted by them. It's like that Christmas Eve movie, Ghost of Christmas Past. We get haunted by quarterbacks that we have. We have 30 quarterbacks ever since 2006. It's so bad. Oh my gosh! And the fans, I can't.
Oh damn!
I can't stand y'all. You blame the quarterback every time. Guess what? You're going to do the same thing to the next quarterback that you do with Justin Fields. And that's why I'm not hyping up the Bears when they get a new quarterback. Because at the end of the day, you ruin Justin Fields, who was your most talented quarterback. You're going to ruin the next one that's coming through the doors. Why do you think Caleb Williams said that he doesn't want to play for a dysfunctional franchise? Why do you think Caleb Williams says that, oh, I want part ownership in a franchise that drafts me? Well, guess what? It's not going to happen. Caleb doesn't want to be here. Drake Maye probably doesn't want to be here. Bo Nix doesn't want to be here. Jordan Travis doesn't want to be here. No other quarterback is going to succeed. And you wonder why I say Patrick Mahomes would have been an absolute bust if he was on the Bears. The Bears did Patrick Mahomes an absolute favor by passing up on him in the draft, because they would have ruined his career. Like, oh my gosh. Like, they ruined so many quarterbacks. It's so bad. Like, they've proven time and time again they brought in their best prospect quarterback that they have ever had, and they still can't develop. Guess what? The Bears failed to develop. I can't even remember the last time the Bears had a solid offensive line. Maybe 2018 they had an average offensive line. Well, guess what, fans? Blame the quarterback all you fucking want, because and I'm going to say this, and excuse my language, keep sucking off the McCaskies, you retarded Bears fans. Keep sucking them off, because I guarantee you they are enjoying your hard-earned money that you work so hard on 7 days a week, and you get paid for it, and you get paid every 2 weeks for your money, and you waste it, and you give them your money, and they don't care about you. Continue to buy jerseys. Continue to buy tickets, because I guarantee the Caskies are looking at you and laughing and sleeping in the pile of money. When will Bears fans realize that this is an ownership problem? Preach to me about the Bengals. Preach to me about any dysfunctional franchise. At least they know how to develop something right. Bring up the Joe Burrow example. At least they developed him right. Every quarterback that has walked through Chicago is a very talented They had a good career before they joined the Bears. Guess what? I'll be looking forward to April when the next quarterback comes. Like, when you hear the name with the whatever pick the Chicago Bears select, you might as well go pack up your bags and go to the graveyard, Because guess what? It's another quarterback that's going to be on a gravestone. Fuck you, Bears. And I hope you die and piss. Kiss my god.
Yo, I thought my rant was bad. Holy shit.
The Bears broke this man. I thought my rant too.
Damn. All right. Well, there we
But
go.
damn, 35 quarterbacks since 06? Damn, y'all give Washington a run for their money.
Crazy.
And Cleveland.
Yeah. Yeah, and Cleveland.
Mhm.
YTC, Randy, you guys have any thoughts on this game?
No.
Well, simple. I mean, it's Tyson Bagent. Well, you couldn't expect much with the same play calling that they've had in the last couple of weeks that hasn't worked out without Justin Fields. So, and also, yeah, their defense is still a work in progress.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. Like, I never thought we could get a worse head coach than Mark Trestman and Matt Nagy. But at the same time, I'm going to hear the same shit in the press conference when George McCaskey says, "Oh, I don't care about football." Then why are you here? But we're going to hear the same shit. We're going to hear, "Oh, we're going to trust Bill Polian." And I would love to hear how anyone that's watching this. I don't care if you're a football fan, basketball fan, hockey, soccer, even golf. I want to hear how much your owner is worse than McCaskey. I would love to hear.
Oh, we're going on sports. At least you don't have James Dolan.
We're going on owners because the Cardinals owner, his family's owned our team for over 100 years and hasn't done jack shit.
At least James Dolan doesn't own. At least James Dolan doesn't own your hockey team and your basketball team. And we haven't been to the championship since the '90s. So and also the
reason why I say
the
that
Maras too.
Papa Bear died and gave the keys to the kingdom to the daughter of Virginia and George McCaskey. If this is their way of honoring their father, they're doing a terrible job. And I even said this. Virginia, if you're listening to this, and George McCaskey, I will still say this to you guys. You listening? Papa Bear does not like you. He hates you.
Papa Bear. Papa Bear.
Shaking his head at your old ass.
Hey, listen, I felt the same way about John Morrow with Wellington, so he's definitely the same league.
I still feel the same with the Bidwell family, but it is what it is. But so now that we got the games out of the way, hold up. Let's talk about the what was it? The trade deadline. So let me get all the way back up here. So the Giants, so YTC Giants, Leonard Williams to the Seahawks. So like Crazy just asked, how do you feel about that?
Well, simple. I mean, I'm surprised we got a second-round pick, to be honest. I would have taken a fourth, but I guess we got a second for it. I mean, it was eventually – I mean, we're not going to resign him anyways. He's like, with 33, 32, he's getting there in age for defensive lineman. And, and his contract was mad expensive when we overpaid him. And practically we wanted to get some good value, and we did, obviously. Because he's gone after this year. He would have – his contract expired, and now he's Seattle's problem. They want to bring him back in the following year. So, yeah. And plus, we get more draft capital in case we do need to trade up for a quarterback. We have 2 second-rounders in this draft now.
Mm-hmm. All right. Randy, you have any thoughts on that trade?
Yeah, just a solid pickup by the Seahawks. They're trying to solidify their interior line. You seen how they did against Cleveland's O-line yesterday, and they just want more power. So good for them.
Mm-hmm. I feel like,
and I also want to thank Leo for your services, even though you were inconsistent at times. But yeah, thank you for your service again. By the way, I just wanted to say it on here. No love lost between us, but yeah.
Yeah.
That.
I mean, Seattle was kind of stupid for giving up a second-round pick for a guy that they're probably not.
Jordan Bradley. I know also kids are gonna like it, but Jordan Bradley, you're up next to Dexter Lawrence now. Another guy from Oregon, by the way, to play next to Kayvon. Another Oregon guy.
Michael, you have any thoughts on that trade?
Nothing really.
So I wanted to show you guys a tweet from Adam Schefter. So It looks like Derrick Henry will not get traded. Looks like, any long shot chance of a potential Derrick Henry deal diminished even further at 4 p.m. Eastern time today when the deadline passed for him to restructure his contract ahead of Tuesday's trade deadline. Henry has $5.5 million left on his deal, and a source said that a Derrick Henry trade might not happen. So, I think he's a free agent next year. So, either way, it looks like he won't be in Tennessee much longer. But do you guys think the Titans should have traded Derrick Henry? Or I don't know what you guys think about that. But,
I really have no thoughts. I think Derrick Henry does deserve better because he's a talented running back. At the end of the day, he's like having his career wasted by the Titans. But at the end of the day, I just feel like he had his chance to leave the franchise, but he decided to take a discount to stay there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What are you gonna do in Tennessee now? You better hope Will Levis has the same performance as he did last week on a regular. If you think they're gonna do anything in Tennessee at that point.
Oh shit!
What happened?
Fuck yeah! Look at that tweet. Fuck yeah!
Wow! So, here comes the tune. Here comes
that means it'll either
tune.
be
Time to tune up the band. Clayton Tune.
I hope it's Tyler coming back. Hold on, let me repost that tweet. Fuck yeah!
Didn't they rule him out this week though? For Kyler Murray, didn't they rule out Kyler Murray this week though? I think he's coming back next week.
I think Jonathan Gannon said that he might not be back. He didn't say officially he wasn't going to be back. So, we'll see. But Cardinals.
I'm assuming Clayton Tune's the start. I'm assuming Clayton Tune's the starter.
All right. Well, I said earlier that, and that kind of ruins my video idea because I was going to make a video on why Josh Dobbs is still the starting quarterback, but kind of ruined my video. But benched. I said on Twitter one time that if Kyler Murray's not going to be back soon, that Clayton Tune should get at least one start so you can see what the rookie can do. And it looks like if Kyler's not back against Cleveland next week, we're going to finally see that. But Josh Dobbs, he had a good first 4 weeks, but ever since then, it's been terrible to watch you play. So I'm glad this happened. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on this. Looks like Clayton Tune's going to be playing next week. So, you guys have any thoughts on that?
My thoughts on this is I feel
like ban.
This has to do with the fact that Caleb Williams came out and said that he wants ownership into whoever is drafting him. And the Cardinals and the Bears are realizing that, and they're trying to win games instead of losing to get Caleb because Caleb is already in the question, his character wise, saying that he wants to go to he wants Parkland.
Crazy Jews.
Oh yeah, my bad. My bad.
I did too. I was like, oh shit, what happened? Who got traded?
Nope. Finally, no more Josh.
We can discuss about Caleb, but I have a feeling like the Cardinals know that they're not going to get Caleb. Same with my team; they know they're not going to get Caleb, so they're just trying to win.
Bobby,
unless the Giants want to trade up, I don't know.
Right. His only career win against the Cowboys. So at least there's that. But,
we have the 4th pick right now, but that's if we trade with Arizona or Chicago for the pick. So.
So it actually says right here, Jonathan Gannon says, and I quote, "If it's not Kyler, it's Clayton Tune." So that means he doesn't know if Kyler's playing, but it definitely will not be Josh Dobbs. So we got that.
Yeah, I'm assuming Clayton Tune's next week against Browns. Yeah.
Also, an MLB tweet right here. Why do you see your slugger won the Roberto Clemente Award? So you got that at least.
Shout out to him. You already know. Shout out. Okay.
But so new Cardinals quarterback on Sunday. I'm glad we're making a change right there. And honestly, wait, hold up. So hold up here. Okay. So about the trade deadline, so the Eagles, we kind of already talked about it, but trading away one of their defensive linemen,
Cavante Street, I think.
Could you Could you really see it being maybe making a move in the future for somebody that's out there?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, the reason why the Falcons needed to do it was their star D lineman yesterday tore his ACL. Grady Jarrett tore his ACL, so he's done for the year. So they needed a little bit of depth, and with him being on the rotation with us this year, he's actually not done too bad. So they like what they saw. We cough up a 7. They give us a 6. We trade his ass to Atlanta, and then I think it's to make a roster move. Bobby in the chat thinks it might be to bring back Ndamukong Suh again, like we did last year on another go round. I think it might actually be for something else, but I think it might be either a linebacker or potentially a lot of fans are wanting a corner, but myself not included. I want line depth and and potentially maybe a third running back, because Gainwell at times this year has looked like he's been more prone to put the ball on the floor, and I don't like that. And he did that this weekend on the 5-yard line, and it cost us a point. So, hey, we got 2 other ex-Titans in AJ Brown and Kevin Byard. I wouldn't mind a Derrick Henry behind our own line with Swifty as his number 2 punch, but hey, it is what it is.
So according to Rappaport, barring a significant change of plans, Cardinals rookie quarterback Clayton Tune is expected to start this week, but Kyler Murray still may play. So we don't know yet. So Kyler may be playing next week. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know why. Season's over. You can't come back from 1-7, so season's over. But I guess they want to see how Kyler Murray responds to his ACL tear. And
it's like a rehab for him.
I
getting back on the field.
I kind of hope Kyler waits another week, just because I want to see what Clayton Tune could do. But I mean, it is what it is. Let's scroll down and see if we can find anything. Just some Sun stuff. Yep, your guy got traded. Bradley Beal's out to get
Chargers.
Piece of shit. Anyway.
Oh.
What's the point of trading for a guy? He's not even going to play your first 4 games of the year. Like, what the? Yeah, we'll go out there. Okay. So, we haven't really. Hold up. So
NBA, all right.
NBA season just started, so let's go through it a little bit. I know it's only been like 3 games, but we'll start off with your guys' teams. So as of right now, the Raptors are 1-2. So Randy, what are your thoughts on these first 3 games for the Raptors? If you've seen any of the games.
Yeah, I watched all 3. Yeah, a little bit of ups, a little bit of downs. Obviously, we held our own for a little bit against the Sixers last game, but it was on a back-to-back where we went into overtime against the Bulls, and typical game against the Bulls. It seems like the new coach is leaning more on the younger guy side. He's trying to go with the youth over the vets right now. So Pascal and the vets are kind of pissed a little bit. OG got hurt already. He has a calf issue, so he's been on the sidelines for a game and a half now. But Grady Dick had his first full start last game. He was 4 for 6 from 3. Finished the game with 16 points. I think he had 5 rebounds and 2 assists. He was it was a nice showing. Definitely can stretch it, and he kind of gives the other guys a little bit of confidence because Scotty Barnes is doing pretty good as well this year. He's shown he's definitely taken a third year leap, and he's even starting to shoot it from 3. So it's giving the team a little bit more confidence. So I like the new coach too, Darko. I really do.
See what they do. YTC Knicks are 1-2. What are your thoughts on the first 3 games?
Well, Julius Randle, stop trying to play hero ball every time we're down like 1 or 2 scores. Why are we shooting threes when we're down like 1 or 2 baskets? Like seriously, they're playing defense. Their defense is doing the job, but they're doing dumb boneheaded decisions. Just take the points and play defense. it's basics. We could have easily beaten the Celtics if we played basic fundamental basketball, just playing defense and getting rebounds and putting points up, taking the easier shots, and building on from there. The game they were choking. They were up for like 17 points at the first 3 quarters, and the Celtics were choking in that first game. And we were. I thought we were going to come back, but they choked at the fourth quarter. They couldn't complete the comeback because they were making a lot of boneheaded 3-pointer, shots that were heavily contested. And at the second time, I mean, we beat Trae Young. I mean, Trae Young's overrated, obviously, at least from what I think. And also, they lost to the Hornets already, so it's nothing much to take away from beating Trae Young, other than the validation that we practically, hate Trae Young. That's the only good thing that came out of it. But yeah, we lost to the Pelicans. I don't know how we lose to the Pelicans. And it seems like Julius Randle's been really off, and it's bad when RJ's our leading scorer. Brunson's been very inconsistent and off to a slow start. So I'm looking forward to this upcoming series with the Cavaliers, as a game for us to get back because we fared well against them. So it's still early in the season, but we'll see how it progresses by the end of the month.
Michael, I don't know if you've been watching the Bulls, but I'll just ask this: do you think the Bulls should blow up their team?
They should have done that in the offseason, but the dumb general manager thinks we can win with this roster. Time and time again, it's not working. They should have blew it up when they had the chance. But this dumb owner general manager just thinks we can win with the current trio, and it doesn't work. At best, we'll be a play-in tournament once again, and we'll not even get in the playoffs. Like, I did not have high hopes for this team going into the NBA season. I just didn't.
Yeah. We'll see what they do, I guess. But undefeated teams in the East, Pacers, Celtics, and Magic are all three of them are 2-0. So they've had a good start. Western Conference Nuggets 3-0, Pelicans 2-0. Fuck Dallas, but they're 2-0, and followed by us at 2-1. So yeah, the Suns, they should be 3-0 right now. They should be 3-0. But the one game we lost was a Kevin Durant by himself performance. But despite that, we only lost by 5 points to the Lakers. LeBron didn't do shit until the fourth quarter. They were holding everybody in check that game except for Anthony Davis. And then in the second half, it just all collapsed. So KD had 39 points. He had 1/3 of our points. I mean, that's saying enough already. Our team didn't show up whatsoever. But other than that, this team is looking really good. The chemistry is building as the games go by. They beat the shit out of I know it's Utah, but they beat the shit out of them the other night in their home. But that was the first game where everybody looked like they were, really getting their mojo going a little bit. Grayson Allen had a hell of a game. Eric Gordon had, I think it was 21 points off of the bench. So he looked really good too. KD had, he had another 30-piece, I think, but he did his usual. But the Suns team, this Suns team's looking really good so far. And I know it's only 3 games, but we're doing this without Booker and Beal right now. So we're pretty good right now. We got San Antonio tomorrow, so I can't wait to see Wemby versus KD. We're going to be without Devin. We're going to be without Booker and Bradley Beal again for that game too. So we'll see what happens. But Booker's actually expected to be back on Thursday, so he's going to be back soon.
Okay.
All right.
Bradley, I don't know when he's going to be back, but dude, if you're not going to play any games, why the fuck did we trade for you? Like, your injury wasn't even that serious. It was a minor back issue. Suck it up and play. Like, I see you practicing in our facility. I see you practicing like you're perfectly fine. Why are you not out there? If we had, we didn't have Booker for that Lakers game, if we would have had you coming off the bench at least, playing limited minutes, we probably could have won that game. Like, at least help out in some way, because we traded you. I get it. It was we traded him for peanuts. I get it, but still, there's a reason we traded for you. So I don't know what's going on with Bradley Beal right now, but hopefully he's back soon, because it's really starting to piss me off, actually, just the fact that we're not even 5 games into the season and our guys are already injured. So But that's that. Also, I want to shout out to DeAndre Ayton for making it noticeable that the Suns won this trade because you are the biggest bust I have ever seen in my life. You're worse than Anthony Bennett. You're worse than Greg Oden. You're worse than fucking who was drafted before MJ, that bum in Portland. Fucking what was his?
Oh shit.
Forgot, but he might be worse than Kwame Brown.
Stan Bowie. You're
Sam-
worse.
Sam Bowie, yeah.
And at this point, DeAndre Ayton, you're worse than Kwame Brown. So fuck you. Thank you for leaving our city where players who actually want to be on this team come here to play, because you have not wanted to play for this team since you got embarrassed by the Mavericks. And I hate to say that. So fuck you. You're the biggest bust ever. 0-3. You're averaging 8 points this season in 3 games. Your team's 0-3. You guys suck. Fuck you. But anyway. Nuggets, they're looking really tough. That's all I gotta say. I mean, obviously, but they're looking like they could be a real issue. So we'll see what happens with them. But before we end the episode, we have the World Series today. All right, so it's Game 3. The series is tied 1-1, and the series is back in Arizona for the first time since 2001. We have Max Scherzer versus Brandon Pfaadt today. And if you look at the stats, one pitcher has pitched pretty good in the playoffs. The other one has not. So Max Scherzer in the playoffs right now has an ERA of 9.45. Brandon Pfaadt's ERA is 2.70. So a quick preview and a quick prediction, I guess. Who do you guys got winning this game, and who do you guys got winning the World Series?
The World Series,
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to go with the Diamondback. I'm not Diamondbacks. The Rangers. I'm sorry. I gotta see more from the bullpen for the Diamondbacks. It's very concerning. Like you put it out many times, and also I think they just have more experience from their end, from what I've seen. So I have to go with the experience on this one. But you guys can win this, though. I'm not gonna be shocked if you do.
All right, Randy.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, man. Merle Kelly diced them boys up in that game too. Allowed your boys to the bats to come alive. It shows that that the Texas bullpen can be a little dicey. Jordan Montgomery didn't look too good. You guys got to him early and often, and then opened it up, and then he got chased, and then the bullpen just couldn't stop the leaking. This is going to be a pivotal game. Game 3 is big. I think you guys come through here. I think they tie it up, but overall, I think you guys take it in 7.
Okay, Diamondbacks in 7. Okay, Michael, I know you don't really watch baseball. I don't know if you've been paying attention to either of these teams, but is there a prediction you have on who wins this?
Had to bet my money. Underdog story. I'll go with the Diamondbacks.
Yep, underdog story. That's right. So I said the series would go to 6 games, but I did not predict a winner because I didn't feel like I wanted to predict a winner really, because I don't want to be biased. It's my you don't want to do that, but I do see this series going to 6 games. I get it. We're really good at home. We have 3 straight games at home, but if you think about it, I part of me expects us to win today because Max Scherzer, he hasn't really looked the same, and he's coming off an injury on his throwing hand too. So, I mean, I do see us winning today, but I'm gonna, and you guys probably don't know this, but for Game 4 we have our entire bullpen pitching.
Oh shit!
We have a bullpen game in the World Series for Game 4. So, and they have John Gray, I think, for the Rangers. That's who's pitching for Game 4. So, I could see us winning today, but I'm going to say Rangers for Game 4. And then when we have Zach Gallen, remember, Zach Gallen's ERA at home. I get it. He sucked against the Phillies in Game 5. But when he's at home, he's a whole different pitcher. And he didn't have the best game in Game 1 against the Rangers, but if it wasn't for some crappy errors, we would have held the Rangers to 2 runs. So, I mean, for the most part, Zach Gallen he picked it up in Game 1. So for Game 5, I could see us bounce back. I don't see us winning game 4. I really don't, just because our bullpen. I don't know who is going to be pitching. First, second, third inning. You could definitely know it's going to be Thompson, Saalfrank, Ginkel, and Sewald for the final innings. But before that, like early in the game, is what I'm really worried about. So
Saalfrank, I don't.
Yeah, I don't know about Saalfrank. I mean, he gives up walks a lot. I don't know about him, but we'll see how it is. I do see this series going to 6 games. I wouldn't be shocked if it went to 7, but I could see it going to 6 games. I'm not going to predict the winner, though. Like I said, I don't want to be too biased, but man, I really want to. We have to win this game, though. We really have to win this game, especially.
Yes.
So Brandon Pfaadt's had a hell of a postseason, though. So I'm sure he'll continue that today. But let's go get this championship. But that's all we got, really. This was a really good episode. So anything you guys want to say before we wrap things up?
Well, the thing is, thanks for TRL to invite me on this channel. Hope to do any more future shows, and maybe, just maybe, I can have a permanent row on here. But that is to be determined.
We'll see.
Yeah, man. No, another great episode. Go Eagles. I'm excited for the NFL trade deadline. I might do a little something to try to cover it in case some big shit happens. But yeah, go Diamondbacks.
Yep. YTC. You hear, man?
Awkward silence.
Yeah, awkward silence.
Y'all hear me, right?
Yeah.
All right, what did I miss?
Anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
Oh, we're about to wrap it up? All right. Well, screw the Giants. I mean, it is what it is. At least we got draft capital. I don't know what we're going to do. It's a lot of questions coming in the offseason. I'm just ready for the season to be over, and we'll see what questions get answered in the offseason. Until then, go Knicks and go Rangers.
Yep. All right. Well, appreciate the chat for stopping by. Like the stream while you stay out. But with that being said, guys, have a great rest of your day, and we're out of here.